the word? Certified.
Okay, we've got a
And then I
time
bought
server
this
here.
one.
We can sync that to the time server.
Oh, really?
Here's Jim's timer.
It's when I used to do bacon.
Right. So anyway, we are at the TV Delmarva studio, and we've got lots of great programming coming up. We've got your show, of course, until 9 o'clock. We've got Coach Muddle coming up at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9 to 11.
9 to 11.
In the huddle.
In the huddle with Coach Muddle, that's right. And then Michael Sprouse, Coastal A&E, will be here from 11 to 1 o'clock.
11 to 1.
Live in the
Action-packed
studio.
morning.
Now, we had a great show this past Thursday.
Yes,
Did you watch that band?
I actually got to watch some of them in person.
Oh, that's right.
It was quite amazing to see all these people in this, not this exact room, but the room behind me, in other words, and they were all set up and everything.
Full band, full
what was the name
set.
of that band?
Fuzzbox Piranha.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You were going to say that, weren't you?
That was what came right to my mind.
Right.
Fuzzbox Piranha. They were good, though.
They were
a lot of
good.
energy, good music.
Yep,
Good
they
show.
were really good. Good show. So tune in to that Thursdays. Also, it replays, and you can always go to tvdelmarva.com and watch our past episodes.
Oh,
right
at
there.
tvdelmarva.com.
Yes.
If they miss something, they can just do that.
They can go back and watch there. And you can
Okay.
watch this show live at tvdelmarva.com.
Okay.
And you can download our Roku app.
Yes.
You can download our Amazon Fire app.
Okay.
And you can watch on your television.
You can do all of those for the same price?
The same price. Absolutely free.
Wow, very
Yep.
good.
Well, we're not going to pay your electric bill or, those
or the
things.
cost
Or
of the
your
Roku
internet.
or the TV or whatever. Okay.
Right, yeah.
All right, let's clarify.
If you already have all those things,
right,
then
it's free.
Then it's free,
right.
yeah.
But if you're going to go out and buy them all, we're not implying that you're going to buy them for them.
Yeah, there's no extra charge above and beyond all that.
Okay.
All right.
Well, very good.
Very good.
So anyway, what's new at Wall Service Center?
Wall Service Center, we're busy. Christmas coming up. We've got people going to be traveling and they want their car checked out. So I would encourage you to get scheduled at Wall Service Center, 422-8110. Number's right there on the screen.
422-8110.
8110, I say. Jim says 8110.
Yep, everything's dollar signs to me.
That's right.
$81.10. All right. So anyway, long-term business. When do you celebrate your 62nd year?
January 1st.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my grandfather actually took over in 1957 in December.
Really?
Yeah, but 1958, he was kind of running it for the owner, which was his brother-in-law at the time.
Really?
Yeah, and he officially took over
first of
January 1st. Yeah,
wow.
1958.
So it'll be 62 years.
62
Oh, look,
years.
it worked. That's me. The
Wow.
timer worked.
What'd you set it for 30 seconds?
No, I said it for 18 minutes.
Okay.
That was a long commercial, Colin. Now, who's next? I got to get it ready for another one. All right. So anyway, Wall Service Center, long-term business, quality parts, good quality work, family-owned and operated.
Yep.
Okay. Open 5 days a week.
5 days a week, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
7:30 to 5.
7:30 to 5.
And if you get there a little or before 7:30, Colin's usually there getting things opened up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't have the full staff there, but Colin can kind of take your keys and get you checked in and maybe
give you
answer
directions.
a question or two. Yeah.
In other words, if you need to know where the boat launch is or something.
Right. Yeah.
The kayak
if it's
launch.
high tide or low tide back at the river,
he knows
or
that.
the other,
Things like that.
Right. What moon phase we're in?
Correct.
Waxing gibbous, or the other
whatever
the others are.
Yeah, I never heard of waxing gibbous.
No,
I don't even know Mr. Gibbous, let alone waxing him. All right. What's so funny? Okay, we good?
Almost.
Okay.
We're just waiting to come on the radio is all.
All right. Well, can I go ahead with something else?
You sure can.
Okay. I just want to remind anybody and everybody, if you're thinking about coming down to Marilyn's Cafe this morning, we are not there. Okay. We are not there. So keep that in mind. She is not open today. There is a big party. Here I hear the radio coming back on. All right. So should I stop talking or just keep right on talking to my other audience? We have two audiences getting ready to merge. You don't realize it, folks. You're getting ready to blend right in with the radio audience. You won't feel any different. It won't look any different on Facebook and TV and so on. So Jim Weller here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. My name is Jim Weller. This is a weekly live radio, TV, Facebook show. So it's like none other. When you get done watching or listening to this show, you're going to say, I totally agree with that guy. It was like nothing else I've ever heard or seen. Show number 327, which means we've done it 327 times without without fail. So we are not at our normal location, okay? Normally this show is broadcast in Georgetown, Delaware at the Cheer Center. Inside there is a cafe called Marilyn's Cafe. It is not going to be open today. We are not there today. There is a huge event going on in the Cheer Center, and there was no room in the inn for us to be able to do our show. So just want to let you know we'll be back there next Saturday. But for today, we are in an undisclosed location out in the middle of nowhere in Lincoln. So anyway, it is on a nice country road, and there's plenty of squirrels and deer and things like that out here roaming around. So no buffalo yet, though. But anyway, good morning to you. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to talk about one of my sponsors, one of the supporters of the show, which is McMullen Septics. Okay, so McMullen Septic Service has been doing work for me now for years. I'm very happy with them. You'll find most of the people I promote and advertise are people that I deal with and have dealt with for years. So if you need your septic system pumped, if you haven't had it pumped in a few years, it's important to get it done every now and then, because I could really get into some real explanations here, but you need to get rid of the sludge. Okay, so like, you know how we need to get rid of the sludge? Your septic tank every now and then needs to get rid of the sludge. So if you haven't had it pumped in a while, you want to consider getting McMullen Septic to pump it. Now, if you have a septic system failure, you have a problem with it or something like that, or you want to put in a brand new system, or you've bought a home, or you're getting ready to buy a home or sell a home and it needs a system, they are experts in installing new systems, repairing them, maintenance agreements, whatever you may need done. Another thing that they do is when you sell a house nowadays, it has to have a septic inspection. And sometimes people list the house, get an offer, then get the inspection done, then there's a problem, and the buyer gets all nervous. So I recommend that people get this, inspection done before they even list their house. So that way you know that is not a question mark. It would give you a little bit of an edge up over somebody else that maybe hasn't had that done. So anyway, if you need anything done septic system wise, they are good people. They are in Seaford, Delaware. They are a third generation now. Been in business 60 plus years. Phone number is 302-629-6221. 302-629-6221, McMullenSeptic.net, and look them up on Facebook and like their page. Everybody wants to stay informed in what's going on in the septic system world. They are number one in the number two business. I don't know. I made that one up, so that one was all me. Okay, Denise Weller has arrived. She's actually been here for a while, and we're going to chat with her for a few minutes. Should I set a timer?
It's up to you, Jim.
Okay, anyway.
You can cut me off anytime.
All right. Well, anyway, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing great.
Doing great?
Yeah. This is really a nice setup.
You like it?
Yeah, I'm nervous today.
Are you really?
Yes, because this is like professional. Yeah.
Can't smell the bacon here.
No. It's beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, Colin has a very nice studio here. He does different things. It's been encouraging to see this TV Delmarva, just come alive and birth right out of here. And I was here the other night, and in the room right behind you, there was a band back there. There was a drum set up, and I saw guitars and amps and everything else. It was really neat.
Yeah, he works hard.
He works very hard. Yep. So whether you need your automobile worked on or you want to produce your own show, Colin Walls is your guy. And TV Delmarva's just got big and great things for 2020.
That's right.
It is. So anyway, what are you doing today? What do you want to talk about?
Well, what I'm doing today is probably going home. I was out all day yesterday shopping.
You had a full day.
It was my first day of shopping.
Was it really?
Well, actually going to stores like the mall. I shop.
How is the mall?
The mall was busy, and it's pretty, and there's not stores closed up or anything.
Okay.
It's really
plenty to see.
Yeah, there was
Dover
plenty
Mall.
to see. Yeah, the Dover Mall.
The Dover Mall.
Yeah, so
remember the Blue Hen Mall?
I remember the Blue Hen
Remember
Mall.
doing donuts out in the parking lot?
I remember all that stuff, Jim. We loved our younger days, didn't we?
Didn't we?
We had fun.
Yes, we did have fun.
You were a constant party.
I was. I was just a party waiting to slow down.
Yeah.
Not waiting to happen.
Oh, you had to bring me up to your speed.
Oh, well, we've been together a while, so we grew well together.
We did grow well.
So anyway, you went shopping yesterday.
I went shopping, went swimming.
Went to the farmer's market. What's it called? Spence's Bazaar?
Spence's Bazaar.
Okay.
Dairy Queen. Had to stop at the Dairy Queen.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a mandatory stop.
Yeah, and then we had your company party.
That was real good last night.
Yeah, it was.
It was neat. I think we have 14 employees, not counting me and you.
Right.
Okay. And it was a very nice party. We had it at J.D. Shucker's in Georgetown.
Yes.
And they have a little room off to the side. They waited on us, kept it moving. They allowed us to order from the menu. Normally, large parties, they usually want you to pick certain things or something like that.
Right.
So, and the milkshakes were real good.
I didn't have one.
Oh, they were like real good.
Were they really?
Yeah.
But I know Jenny did a really good job because she kept it flowing. We weren't just, once we placed our order, we didn't sit there for 45 minutes waiting for food to come.
Right.
She had played games, and we just had a ball.
That one game where she had all those little packages wrapped.
Yeah.
What were they wrapped like 10 different times?
Right, with packing tape.
With packing tape.
And then there was a gift card or money inside of it.
And what, George won a $100 gift card to Walmart?
It was the first one that opened the box.
You had to ring a bell.
You had to ring a bell. You won the $100 Walmart thing, but then everybody else got to keep whatever was in their box. And there was various gift cards.
Some was cash, some was different things.
Yeah, it was fun.
So it was a great party. Yeah. It was a great party. So we gave away a Roku, didn't we?
We did.
So it was interesting. There'll be one more person watching TV Delmarva. Who got that?
I don't know who got that.
Was it Steve? I don't know who it was.
I don't know.
Because you could win a game or a prize, and then somebody else could steal your prize.
Yeah.
Up to 2 times or something like that.
They call that the Dirty Santa game.
Is that what it is?
I don't like that game. I mean,
okay. Well, I think
other
Jenny
people
said
seem
she's
to
wore
like
out,
it.
so.
Yeah. But it's really sad when you get something you want.
And then somebody can take it.
Somebody takes it, so then you have to go pick another one, and then you think, okay, this is my second choice, and then somebody takes it, and then you're pretty much left with the thing that nobody wants,
Right, but that's how gifts usually work. It's a gift. You don't always get what you want as a gift.
Oh, that's a good way of looking at it.
Right?
That's right.
Okay.
You be gracious and
what else
grateful
you got
for
down
whatever
there as
you
far as
get.
notes? I see Willie Farms.
Yes, Willie Farms. This time last year on December 8th, they had a fire.
That's right.
Oh,
They've rebuilt and come back in a year.
Yes, they have. It was a huge fire, but they rebuilt. And
that knocks out your Christmas season.
I know. It was right during their busy time.
Wow.
Yeah, just like
so they're back up and running.
Yeah, they are back up and running. In fact, they've opened a Willie Knives Mercantile.
Wait a minute, not Willie Knives.
No, I'm sorry, Willie Farms. I love Willie Knives. I know, I love Willie Knives.
That place. Gosh, I've never seen a woman buy so many knives.
Oh, they opened Willie Farms Mercantile.
Okay.
And don't you love that word
mercantile?
Like I never heard of it before until my favorite TV show opened a store. It's called Laurel Mercantile. It's in Laurel, Mississippi. And now
Laurel, Mississippi.
Yeah, it's a TV show.
Here, Colin's taking our picture. Here we go. Thank you, sir.
Anyway, and now I'm just starting to hear that word a lot, mercantile. People aren't calling it.
I hear Laurel a lot.
Well, it's Laurel, Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
Mercantile.
Yeah.
All right, so Willie Farms has opened up something new. Now, we're talking Townsend.
Yeah, it is Townsend. But
okay,
you know
what? Are you going there today?
No, I'm not. Okay. I just thought this was interesting. Their fire was last year. They've opened up. Now they're selling in their store a commemorative hand-painted ornament from Poland, and it's hand-painted and has their store on it.
Oh, really?
Like in it,
like
inside a glass ball. Yeah, really? So it's a beautiful ornament. So if you want to go up there and check out what they have poinsettias and Christmas gifts and decor and more. And they
decor and more. I like that.
And they say more to come in 2020.
More to come in 2020.
So I'm really happy for that family, when you have something like that.
And they were able to come back from the ashes, more or less.
Came back strong.
Wow. All right. What else you want to talk about?
Okay. I want to talk about today is the 30th annual Milton Holly Festival.
That's right.
Yeah. And it used to be at the fire hall.
Okay, where is it now?
But now they've got 70 vendors, so I guess they outgrew the fire hall.
This is today in Milton?
Yes. And so it's at the Goshen Hall.
Okay.
Or the HOB Elementary.
Okay.
And also the Milton Library. So you can kind of cruise the whole area. Just walk through the town. I guess so.
Or ride one or the other.
Yeah, years ago, I purchased a holly bush, it might have been 2 feet tall.
Okay.
Planted it in our yard. It's the one right outside our bedroom.
It's still living?
It is huge now.
Can't get rid of that holly bush.
No, it's just funny.
Oh, it's where you go right around the back of the sunroom. Yeah, I got that one.
No, it's the one back by the turtle.
Back by the turtle.
By the turtle.
The turtle graveyard.
Yeah, no.
Oh, the turtle behind the house.
We are not on the same page
Not today.
Not today.
Well, You're outside in the yard way more than me.
Yeah.
We have too many turtles
Right,
around there.
but that thing has grown, and every time I look at it, I always remember I purchased it at the Milton Holly Festival.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, well, very good.
Yeah, so
that's today. That's a free event unless you buy something.
Right, it's from 9 to 3.
9 to 3 today. Downtown Milton.
Yeah.
We went down there for their tree lighting. That was kind of cool,
Yeah,
too.
it was fun.
Had music and, what was it, hot chocolate and everything?
Cookies. And
Yeah. Oh, and the cookies were real good.
they were really good.
All right. What else you got going on there,
Okay,
Denise?
well, today is Bridgeville's Christmas Parade at 6.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't think they'll get rained out. I think the rain will be done by then.
That'll be one of the last parades people can attend this year.
Yeah.
So make sure that's tonight at Bridgeville.
Right.
6 o'clock, you say?
6 o'clock. I never
6
made
o'clock.
one parade this year.
You didn't?
Mm-mm.
I took Brody. That's what it was.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you did it.
All right. I don't know if I'm going tonight or not. All right. What else you got?
All right. Well, Milford Church of God is having a We Have a Savior choir program on December 14th. So it's today.
Okay.
At 6 o'clock.
Tonight.
Yeah. So they have a choir. They're going to sing beautiful Christmas carols. I'm sure it's gonna.
It's a good church.
Yeah, it's a good church.
Right downtown Milford
It's also tomorrow at 10:30. Also.
in the morning.
Yeah. So if you're not
Okay.
up for a parade or shopping, stop
Or if you
in.
want to go to the parade tonight and go to this tomorrow morning, you could do that.
Yeah.
All right.
It is the season to be busy and do lots of things.
Of things. It is,
There's
right.
so much
It's a great
going
season
on.
to be social.
Yeah, it really is.
A lot of opportunities.
We were social the other night. We went
What
to
did
the
we do?
Nativity on the circle.
Where? Oh, yeah, we did. I forgot all
Yes,
about that.
The live
Gosh,
Nativity.
the live nativity. Now, that was really cool to see that.
It was the angel
Okay.
way up high was most impressive.
And the star.
And the star, yes.
Yep, it was really neat. So if you have not been downtown Georgetown on the Circle, they have rallied together. The Good Old Boys Foundation, and with the cooperation of the town of Georgetown, has put up a nativity. And they set it up and take it down every night. It's live. There's live people in there. And different churches are involved. They sing Christmas carols. They had free, was it hot chocolate?
Free hot chocolate, cookies, and pizza. Which
Hot?
I did not have any pizza, but I
But
did.
it caught your ear.
Yeah, it caught my ear. I'm
When they
thinking,
said
wow,
free
what
pizza.
a thing to give away. Good for you.
Yeah.
But I had a cookie.
Downtown on the Circle, I believe it's every evening from either 6 to 8 or 7 to 9. I can't remember exactly what time, but
don't remember.
go down and fellowship and check it out and spend some time there.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else going on in your world?
One other thing.
One other thing.
Yeah. On Facebook, I see all my friends going up to Longwood Gardens.
Oh,
And-
that's a long
it
ride.
is so beautiful this time of year. You-
It's a shame you don't have time.
you can stop by Willie Farms on your way, and
Let's
they
go.
keep
We can't
on
go
in.
tomorrow. We're having a party.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get up there, but it is
Okay.
a beautiful place to visit. If you've not been there,
All right. Let's do it soon.
okay, well, you got to do it before Christmas, or then they're
Well,
into
we got all
their-
next week.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll see.
All right. You
No
want to go
pressure.
today?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
No,
No
pressure.
problem.
I just never wanted to go. I've been there.
Never wanted
before.
to go till you read the brochure.
Right, I've been there before, but
Right.
as I see people put their pictures on Facebook, I just get the longing
go.
of, you know,
And those could be fake
warm
pictures.
hot houses. No, filled
houses.
with beautiful flowers.
There
Oh,
could be bees, though.
No, there's no bees. It's
Okay.
perfect at Longwood
All right.
Gardens. Perfect.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, well, we can go today if you want.
No, I have other things
I'll
to
be
do
done
today.
by 9:30. All right.
Yeah, and you have other things to do today,
I do.
I'm sure.
Me
My
and
house is a
Chris.
mess. It's like,
Is it?
Yeah, if I'm not there every day keeping up with everything,
Right.
somehow it turns into chaos so easily. And
Well, it's them cats knocking the balls off the trees. Is
Yeah.
what it is.
They have knocked down. We have a new kitten, and she has taken down our artificial tree,
I mean, completely took it down.
broke balls. You know, and once you put them back up, they're never the same as the first time
Mm-hmm.
you put it up. And so then our real tree that we got at Don's Tree Farm,
Oh, yes.
I put all plastic balls all around the bottom, and she just knocks them off, and they're all over the floor. And you know, we have tinsel on our tree.
Maybe we should board the cat around Christmas time.
No, she just has to learn to grow out
I
of
think
it. I guess.
Invisible Fence brand of Delmarva can handle that cat.
Yeah.
All right. What else you
Anyway,
got? Anything?
That is it, but that was a
That
lot.
was good. That was a lot. Let me
A lot
see how
of
much
different
time we have
things.
left.
Yeah.
I didn't set a timer for you.
Really?
7:20. We're pretty good.
Yeah, that's really nice you didn't set a timer.
I didn't set a timer. Well, anyway, so you like it here? You rather do the show in Georgetown? I miss the food. But
Okay,
go ahead.
I like it here, and I
Okay.
love it close to home.
Because you can sleep later. But you were up before me. What time did you get up?
Yeah,
5, a little after 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a lot to do.
All this show prep.
No, I did that last night. But I am going to miss my scrapple and scrambled eggs.
Mm-hmm.
I get that every week at
I'm going to
Maryland's.
miss my BLT.
Yeah.
So
I can make
but
you
we'll
one
be back
and bring
next
you
week.
one.
Guess who's going to be joining the show next week?
I can't imagine.
The Reminders.
Oh.
In person.
Are they going to be back there?
No, we're talking about it at Maryland's
at
Cheer Center
Maryland's
Cafe.
Cheers. Oh, that would be nice.
Yes. So I want to ask people to mark your calendar right now. In fact, let's give away a couple free breakfast buffets.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
I want somebody to call me that wants to come join us for breakfast next Saturday.
Okay.
And we'll buy the buffet for 2 people. How about that?
That sounds good.
422-7336 if we can get the phone to ring. So if you would like to join us next Saturday at Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe for a free breakfast, we will pay for your buffet. That's $8.95. We'll do it 2 times. How about that?
I think we can spring for it.
422-7336. All right, free buffet. How you spell buffet, Denise?
I don't know. BUFFVT.
42 buffet. All right. 422-7336 if there's anybody listening that wants to come down to Georgetown next Saturday, the 21st. Oh, we have a phone call already? I didn't hear it ring. Okay.
We did.
Okay. Well, anyway, 422-7336 if you want to call. I'll take your name and we'll buy your breakfast next Saturday. That's at Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe in Georgetown. She is closed today. Mm-hmm. She'll be back open Tuesday. She's open like Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 3. And then Saturday, 7 to 11. We do the show there, 7 to 9 every Saturday. And I'd like to buy 2 people the buffet. It could be a husband and wife, or it could just be 2 people. So call right now, 422-7336, if you would like to win 2 free breakfast buffets next Saturday, the 21st, at Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe in Georgetown. The reminders will be there. I don't know exactly what time, probably 8 o'clock-ish.
Okay.
Going to play a little bit between 8 and 8:30. Oh, we do have a caller. Caller, are you there?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Kathy from Lewis.
What was the name again?
Kathy from Lewis.
Okay, and would you like to come join us for breakfast tomorrow?
No, next week.
I sure would.
I meant next week, not tomorrow, next Saturday.
Next week, yes, next week, the 21st.
All right, and you know where the Cheer Center is?
Yes, I do.
All right, and have you ever ate there before?
No, I have not.
Well, you will love the buffet. Do you like good food?
Oh, yeah, I love good food.
How about scrapple, bacon?
Scrapple bacon, all that stuff. It's
Sausage.
all good.
Okay.
Gravy and biscuits.
Well, then, Kathy, we'll see you and a guest next Saturday. Are you going to bring somebody?
I sure will.
All right, so
always have to bring the other half.
Okay. Is that the better half or the other half?
Most people say the better half.
Okay, most people.
She's a good woman.
All right. Well, anyway, we'll be ready for you next Saturday. There'll be a lady named Katie. Just let her know that you're there, and we will buy your breakfast. Okay?
All right. You have a wonderful day.
You too. We'll see you next Saturday. All right. That was pretty good, Denise.
That was good.
So let's do it one more time.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody else want to join us for breakfast? We'll take one more call. 422. You're paying for this, aren't you?
I think it's coming out of your allowance.
Oh, out of my allowance. 422-7336. If you would like to join us next Saturday between 7 and 9 while we do the show live, we will buy your breakfast at the Maryland Cheer Center Cafe. It's a wonderful buffet breakfast, in other words. We got a caller? Caller, are you there?
I sure am.
How are you today?
I am wonderful, Jim. How are you?
Good. Are you going to come join us for breakfast?
I surely hope so.
All right. And what is your name?
My name is Laura.
Laura. All right. And are you going to bring a guest?
I sure will. It'd probably be one of my grandsons, or I might bring all my grandsons.
Oh, that would be nice.
Okay. So I'll take care of two of you. And if any of them are 10 or under, if they happen to be, the buffet's only $4.
Okay, well, I've got 2 of them that's under 10, and I got one 16, and a granddaughter 15. So
well,
it'd be some of them.
It's a very good value, and it is all you can eat. So anyway, they'll have a good time. And have you ever heard or listened to the show before?
I've always listened to your show. I go to your shop all the time, too.
Well, good. Is this Laura Conrad?
It surely is.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful.
All right. Well, then we'll see you next Saturday. You know where the Cheer Center is, right?
I surely do.
Don't you drive a bus or something?
Yep, I have to work today. Hopefully I don't have to work next Saturday. So.
All right. Well, if not, let me know, and we'll work something out. And the reminders are going to be there. Have you ever heard them perform?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you will love it. You will love it. Okay. It's real good. So
I love good music, so that's all right.
So we're going to have breakfast
good
and music and
good food.
Yeah, and good fellowship.
Company, I'll tell you. Yep, there you go.
All right. Well, Laura, have a good weekend, and we will see you next Saturday, hopefully.
Okay, sweet.
See you. Bye.
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 She sounds like a good grandmother, wanting to bring the grandkids.
She does, doesn't she?
Yeah.
There you go.
Good for her.
All right. Well, I am going to let you go if it's okay.
Okay, but I am not leaving. I'm going to stay here and welcome your other guests that are coming. Take your picture, and so I'll be here for the whole show.
Okay. Well, once my last guest comes, you can go.
Got another call.
Oh, I got another call? Maybe they're going to buy my breakfast.
Yeah.
Caller, are you there? Good morning. No? All right. Well, that's good.
I heard you say that.
What was that? And they hung up.
Buy your breakfast.
Jim, you scared them off.
I scared them off. All right, Denise, thank you very much. Okay?
You're welcome. Yep.
Hang around a little bit, all right?
I will hang around.
Okay. I want to talk real quick. You want to brag on Dr. T for a minute?
No, you can do it.
I'll do a good job. Anyway, Dr. T is a sponsor of the show, supporter of the show. We're talking about Peninsula Chiropractic Service, and I just want to let you know that he's my chiropractor, and I'm very happy with him. He does a great job, and if you need a chiropractor, I have dealt with him and Dr. Bud for years. It's called Peninsula Chiropractic Center on Route 13 in Seaford. Great place, a wellness center. So if you need chiropractic care, if you've never needed it, I know a lady that took a little fall the other day. And I've recommended her to go to a chiropractor and just have things checked out and make sure everything is good. So if you need a chiropractor, they handle and accept most insurances. They can answer those questions for you. But give them a call to schedule your appointment. You're going to find the minute you call, it's a friendly, knowledgeable place that they are accommodating and they have good hours and so on. So anyway, 629-4344, 629-4344, 629-4344. Dr. Bud or Dr. Trillia, Dr. T, we call him, over 30 years experience, good place. So give him a call. Check him out on Facebook too. Very, very active there. Lots of good information being posted all week long. Peninsula Chiropractic Center. Listen, right after 7:30, like maybe 7:35-ish, we're going to be talking to our good friend Kevin Short from Mid-South Audio. He's going to be joining me on the phone. We're going to chit-chat a little bit. Very busy time for him, and we're going to talk about a lot of different things. I do want to remind you that Weller's Utility Trailers is going to be open today. We open at 8, and I want to brag on just a little bit my accountant, George Luff. Another good, we're taking a break from the radio. So listen to me, folks. Just switch over to Jim Weller's Facebook page or TV Delmarva because we do not stop talking, okay? All right, so I hear the music. So we have taken a break from the radio, and now we're going to talk to Colin Walls. And I'm going to just, you can start anytime you want. I'm just trying to learn how to work this new fandangled timer.
Okay. So
all right.
Until you figure it out, it's all free time, right?
It's all free time.
Okay.
I got it going, though.
Oh, all right.
It's propane operated. Oh, no, it's battery operated.
Solar powered,
yeah. Hey, what is
morning.
up in your world?
Well, TV Delmarva is up in my world. It is growing and expanding.
It is.
And we're getting lots of new viewers all the time. Man, we had great numbers for the month of November.
Right.
And I told you about the numbers.
They were amazing.
They were very impressive.
And weren't some of them like how many hours the show has been viewed?
Yeah, how many hours TV Delmarva's been viewed. We have demographics of the people that are viewing
age
it.
Groups, you've got dollar amounts.
Age groups, incomes. So if you're thinking about advertising and maybe where should I spend some advertising
New
dollars
Year's coming up,
in the new
planning
year,
your budget.
And there's big things on the horizon for TV Delmarva that were really Jim knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I guess if they
lock in their advertising now, and you double the size of your audience,
or even bigger,
right? They win.
Right,
they really win. So
they really win. So if you're thinking about it, just consider it, and we'll.
Who do they get a hold of? What do they do? Send a note?
They can send a note to me. They can call me, 422-8110, or try my cell phone, 242-8015. You can call me there. You can text me. You can send me an email, wallservice@gmail.com, or even go on the Catch It Live, the TV Delmarva page,
right,
and message us there.
You mean the Facebook page?
The Facebook page or tvdelmarva.com.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to advertise, I really want to encourage it because I do a lot of advertising, and listening to Colin tell me these statistics and so on, I'm like, you know what? This is something really, really worth thinking about. So if you have an advertising budget, or if you have no budget, that's the kind of people I like, the ones with no budget. That means it's unlimited. Okay? But anyway, if you're looking for something brand new, you would be getting on the ground floor. His rates are what they are right now. And then after that, there's some things happening that probably will double, if not triple, our audience size, which is amazing. It's amazing. And it's all going to happen in 2020. So if you want to lock in now, get up with Colin and let's talk about how you can advertise. The other thing I want to mention to you is you possibly could have your own show. In other words, if you own a business or you have a product you're passionate about, or you have an organization and you want to do a weekly show or a monthly show, or you want to produce a show and give it to Colin to run, all of those are sponsorship opportunities too. So there's a lot of different things that you can do. So I want to just let you know it is TV Delmarva, and just send Colin a note or call him at 422, that's 302-422-8110. All right, I do want to mention to everybody that we're going to be taking a phone call from Kevin Short in a few minutes as soon as we're live on the radio. So he wants to talk then. Have you got him on the line already?
There, yeah.
Okay, and want to remind people that Weller's Utility Trailers is open. We want to see if he's
Kevin,
there.
we just want to check to make sure you're on the
Are you
phone.
there, Kevin?
I am here, Jim and Colin. How are you?
Good.
Great.
Now, we're not on the radio yet, so I'm going to still chit-chat with you because we have found the TV Delmarva audience might be bigger than the entire town of Lincoln. And
wow.
Yeah, and we've got these numbers and demographics and how much people make.
Including the suburbs?
Including the suburbs of Milford, yes. Even if you mix that in with the town of Lincoln. So chit-chat with me for a minute and tell me, how come you bailed on me for lunch Wednesday?
I don't even remember Wednesday.
You were there. You came. I'm messing with you.
I was there. That's right. I was late.
I could tell that you didn't remember. It was such a memorable time we spent together eating lunch.
He kept driving by that circle, waiting to see when she brought us the bill, and after we paid it, that's when he showed up.
That's what it was.
and you guys bought my lunch, or somebody bought my lunch.
Somebody did. Santa Claus.
You were done, and but I got there in time. I had some chicken and dumplings with you, so
yeah. What do you think of Marilyn's Cafe, for real?
It's great.
Is it too close to your house?
No, it's wonderful.
And you take advantage of her free delivery, too, don't you?
We at the office, we do. Yeah. Okay. She comes there on a fairly regular basis. Yeah. So the food's good. The specials are different every day, and it's a great thing to have in Georgetown. So
in Georgetown, I agree with that. So anyway. Oh, it's on there.
Oh, it is?
Hold on just 1 second. Let me find. Yep, it's there.
Is it? Okay.
Down there at the bottom in yellow, it's a 410. Yep. I thought I did pretty good on that. But anyway, we're talking about everything that's going on. So, Kevin, we really miss you being here in person. Okay.
I would. That would be great. This weekend is a little crazy, so couldn't be in Georgetown. I'm actually sitting in the parking lot, talking to you from the Wycomico Youth and Civic Center, where we're providing the sound, lights, and video for Salisbury University's graduation.
Is that a big thing?
Only about 6,000 people.
6,000 people. That's a lot of people, man. That's bigger than my Christmas card list.
And then we've got a crew that started loading in this morning at 5:30 a.m. at Dover Downs for Stephanie Mills, which is the Delaware State University's gala.
Wow.
We got a crew there, and those guys worked last night in Rehoboth doing the Peter Noon show until like midnight, and then drove right to Dover and checked into the hotel and started at 5:30 this morning. So, and then we've got the Purdue Farms Christmas party in the Tidewater Inn in Easton in the morning at 8 a.m. So those guys that have started at 5:30 this morning leave tomorrow to be at 8 a.m. to be in Easton at 8 a.m. So
wow,
and that's for Purdue with Brian Clark as the entertainment. So wanted to say a shout out to Brian.
Well, we're going to have to do all this over again once we go on the radio.
We can do it as many times as you like.
Okay. I do want to ask, like, do you have any big surprise gift?
Opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect.
Oh, we're coming back on the radio, Kevin. I'm going to make a really nice, smooth transition. I'm going to jump in with both feet. So we are back on the Delaware 105.9 audience. So good morning, everybody. You're listening to a show called Weller Does Delmarva. Jim Weller here, and we are not at the Cheer Center Cafe this morning. Marilyn's Cafe is not open today and today only. We will be back next Saturday. In fact, I'm joined right now by Kevin Short, who happens to be the owner-operator of Mid-South Audio. And Kevin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jim.
How are you doing? You all right down there?
It's a great Saturday morning. So just trying to get through this Christmas season with all the craziness and all the events. So working in Salisbury this morning. I'm sitting here at your Facebook. Your viewers would know this because we just went over it. But I'm sitting here at the Wycomico Youth and Civic Center. We start a graduation for them. Starts here in a few minutes. There'll be about 6,000 people here in attendance. I don't know how many graduates today, but
graduating from what?
From Salisbury University.
Well, do you remember when you graduated from high school?
I do. Yes.
What was it like back then?
I remember that Joe Biden spoke. That should have been forgettable.
Oh, okay.
Joe Biden was the speaker, and it rained.
Really?
So, yeah, there you go. That's all I know. Actually, I ran into Joe Biden last night, which was another completely different story. But
where'd you see Joe Biden last night?
The Reminders played in Arden, which is north of Wilmington, and we ran into Biden's entourage going up 95. So
really,
yeah.
And how'd you tell? Because it's a big bus.
One of the guys with us knows people that work on his detail, and he texted them and figured out that's who it was.
I got you. So you're doing Salisbury University's graduation. Mid-South Audio is doing all the audio and things for that at the Wycomico Civic Center today.
Audio, lighting, and video today.
Audio, lighting, and video, everything.
Yep.
All right, and then what else you got going on?
Well, like I was saying, we did Peter Noon and Hermits last night at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center.
Okay.
And those guys left and headed to Dover Downs for the Delaware State University's gala. And Stephanie Mills, I don't know if you remember Stephanie Mills, but famous actress, and she played
yes,
Dorothy in The Wiz, which was the Broadway production of The Wizard of Oz with Michael Jackson and I believe Nipsey Russell and Diana Ross. And so anyway, she is in Dover tonight, and then we leave there and head to Easton to the Tidewater Inn, and that is Purdue Farms Christmas party at the Tidewater.
Wow.
So with Brian Clark as the entertainment. So
he's good.
He is.
He does Sammy Davis a lot.
Yes, he does a great Sammy Davis impersonation. He sure does.
Yep. So Mid-South Audio steady growing.
Yes, growing, busy. Lots of future plans. It's going to be an exciting year for us.
2020.
We celebrated 30 years on September 28th. Yeah, September 28th. Well,
congratulations.
Our 30th anniversary.
30 years.
30 years.
Yep. Wow. Good job. You were just a kid when you started.
I was 24 years old. That's exactly right.
Wow. Any regrets?
No. There are things I would have done different, but I don't have any regrets.
Yeah, you'd have started hanging out with me sooner.
You can't live your life in the past. You got to keep moving forward.
Right. That's why they say your windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror.
That's
because
exactly,
the future is
exactly
there's a lot more future than there is past.
There's no future in the past.
There is no future in the past. I agree with you.
Yep.
And what are you getting Debbie for Christmas? Anything you want to share with us? A little puppy or a cat or anything?
Well, there'll be no puppies and there'll be no cats. I can't disclose exactly what it will be, but I can tell you that those two things are off the list.
What about one of them little sugar babies? Sugar glider. They had them at the fair.
Yeah, no.
Okay, just checking. They're pretty low maintenance.
Debbie and I are both pet lovers, and we love other people's pets a lot.
Okay, like your dad's dog.
I do.
Okay,
but it's there's the house would be destroyed with a pet right now. It's I live thanks to my wife. I live in a Christmas wonderland. She has the place decorated. It's like living in the lobby of a 5-star hotel with all the trees and the decorations, and it was amazing getting up this morning and just walking around.
Wow.
Not that you'd be walking around the lobby of a hotel in your underwear, but
right. It was nice.
And don't get that image in your head either. So that actually just scared me for a second. So she does a great job at Christmas, and but there's no pets in our future.
Can we talk about next Saturday morning with the reminders?
We can. Yeah, I'm
excited.
We played our last Christmas concert last night in Arden, and so our last actual we have a Christmas album, and the last time we're going to be performing those songs, any of those songs live, will be next week on your show.
Wow!
And are we there at 8? Is that when we're starting? We're playing at 8 or 7:30 or?
Well, no, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Okay. From 8 to 9, we'll have you on a couple times.
Okay, so we will be there.
Will you bring some stuff to sell? Like, do you have any CDs for sale?
You know what? We can absolutely do that. Yeah.
Just in case.
We can even bring some to give away. So,
well, either way, but I'd rather see you sell them, but you can give them away. That's okay. You give them to me.
Hopefully we can do both.
Well, give them to me, and I'll sell them.
There you go. There's no doubt. You could probably get double the money for them. So.
They'd be collector's items. They were touched by Kevin.
You charge double and then have a half price sale.
Right. Well, I got to double the price first and then cut it in half.
Exactly. There you go.
Oh, my. Well, I want to say...
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. We're looking forward to it. So that'll be the last time we really enjoy playing these Christmas songs, and next the 21st will be the last time for us for this season. So we will go out with a bang at Marilyn's Cafe, and we will enjoy the buffet, and probably have to do that after we sing. So,
and I'll buy the guys lunch, breakfast, buffet. So don't let me forget that.
Okay, I will make sure they know that. So
I do want to officially say thank you to Mid-South Audio, Team Mid-South Audio, for all that you do for my show, Weller Does Delmarva. We started 6 years ago, doing this show. You've been very supportive, and as you celebrate your 30th anniversary, I just want to say thank you for your commitment to excellence, even though I never rise to that level. You do try hard to improve my show with good equipment and good advice. And
I remember the day you called me and told me you were going to do it, and I've been glad to be involved ever since. So
it's been fun.
I heard you say earlier when you were talking to Denise that you went to see the Living Nativity.
I loved it. I thought it was a wonderful thing. The people that put it together. You're involved in that to some degree.
Our guys got in. One of our employees works for the. Let me back up. One of our employees is a member of the Good Old Boy Foundation. So,
okay.
We got involved, and we donated the lights and the sound system. We attached the sound system to the lift that goes up that holds the angel. So, and it's kind of, I don't know when you were there, but they're kind of playing the Christmas story, and I don't know if it's going to be the same every night, but then there's people that are singing, and you've got the Living Nativity, and it's just really, really great to be able to celebrate Christmas. It felt like being in a Hallmark movie the other night when they kicked it off. So, and I'm under the impression that they have big plans for next year, and it's really exciting to see the community come together like this. And in the town of Georgetown, from what I understand, was very cooperative. In other words, they were. Hopefully they can get together and find a way to make this happen so we can stay on the circle, right, and not have to move it back and forth, because that is, those guys are working really hard. If you go up there and see this thing, you see the Nativity, you see the angel that's hovering over the Nativity, and the star, and the lights, and the PA, and everything they've got to go through. Not only do they have to staff it each night, and have which these churches have stepped up with volunteers to be a part of it, but they got to take that thing down and go store it in the fire hall, and then build it back up the next night. And so hopefully we can find a way that the government will allow them to keep it there, because that would make things a lot better.
Right, and they've got enough time to figure out a way. In other words, I'm sure that the town is very excited that they're bringing this good publicity to their town. So I'm sure they're going to bend over backwards.
And the town has been very cooperative. I mean,
right, I agree.
I saw the mayor up there the other night, and he was. He was. I think it's fair to say he was actually tearful. I mean, he was. It was amazing that how impressed I think he was that everything came together. And Casey from the Good Old Boys gave the opening speech and the opening prayer, and he said, we're glad to be here. He was very thankful, and he said, this is just a living. This was proof that you don't need the government to celebrate Christmas.
Right.
So,
right, I agree.
And that was a great thing, and people can celebrate any way they like, but they can celebrate the living nativity in the town square of Georgetown, and I think that's a big deal for me.
Yep. Well, we have blown through our time, and
okay.
I want to say thank you again. We're talking MidSouthAudio.com. When's the next Tech Talk Live? Do you happen to know the date?
Well, yeah. Give me 30 seconds to talk about that because it's unusual. Because this is it's Christmas. I don't know when the last Tuesday of the month is. I'm not even thinking in those terms, but it's during the holidays. It may even be Christmas Eve, but or for New Year's Eve or something. But anyway,
it's Christmas Eve.
Okay, so we usually do it the last Tuesday, but we're doing it next Tuesday, the 17th.
Yep.
Is Tech Talk, and we're having Harrison Consoles on as a guest, and they will be giving away some software. I think they have a software package that's valued over $600. They'll be giving that away, and we're excited about that. The cool thing is when they're on, we broadcast on their Facebook page, which goes internationally. So it'll be a big show for us. And then in addition to that, because it's the holidays, we're also giving away an AKG microphone to. We're just going to maybe give it away to the 5th or 6th caller that calls in. We'll find some way to give it away, but it's going to be it's going to be a Christmas show. It's going to be all about giving, and you can't win the microphone, so don't worry about it.
Okay. All right, so stay tuned. You're going to have translators here. People will be calling from other countries.
Yes, yeah.
It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, hopefully. I never thought about that.
I'll be here. I can translate most languages, no problem.
Okay. Well,
right.
I'm sorry we ran over. Thank you for letting me call in today. And I appreciate that. Take care.
See you, Kevin. Bye-bye. Kevin Short, MidSouthAudio.com. Okay, my next guest has been very patient and waiting. It's John Paul. I think some people call him JP from the Milton Theater. Good morning, young man. How you doing?
Good morning, Jim. I am doing pretty good.
Now, you've been here before, from what I understand.
Yeah, I think a couple of months ago, so I'm excited to be back here. And good morning to you and to your audience.
Well, Denise is going to take a real quick picture, or is anything in the way? So Katie is off for the day, so Denise is the picture person. Thank you. So what's going on in Milton at the Milton Theater?
Wow, this has been a banner year for us.
Banner year, lots of things.
We are actually calling this as a year of milestones. So this year we had more than 300 events. We're on our way to getting about 60,000 people.
Now back up, 300 events.
Yeah,
never 2 in one day.
Oh, yeah, 2 in one day.
Yeah, okay. Because I was thinking, man, 300 events is unreal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the most it's ever had.
Yes, I think we're about 320. That is both public and private events at the theater.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been mind blowing.
Wow.
We actually have events. You mentioned that we actually have days where we have 3 shows, different events in one day. So
that's a lot of setup and changeover and stuff like that.
Setup.
Yeah. So you got a good community effort there.
Absolutely,
because you have a lot of volunteers that help out, different people doing different things.
Absolutely, this would not have been possible without the support of the community. So we keep cracking
both financial and physical.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
So we're super thankful of that.
Got a busy year planned for 2020?
Absolutely. We already have, if people go to our website at MiltonTheater.com, we already have shows. We already have shows booked to, I think, August of 2020. So we are that far advanced.
Job.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so what's happening between now and Christmas, or now and the end of the year?
So this week, it's just this week alone, we actually have 10 events happening this week. We had about 40 holiday themed events for this month. So today
Today, December 14th.
Yeah, December 14th. We at 2 p.m. we have Capitol Ringers.
Okay.
It's Delmarva's largest handbell ensemble. It's their they're going to be doing it's called Ring Christmas Bell. So it's again.
What time is that?
It's at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
It's actually
today.
almost sold out. So
oh really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, Delmarva's largest handbell ensemble, pretty awesome. You'll hear Christmas tunes using handbells and
drums. Do you
drums.
stream your events?
No, it's technically illegal for us to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because of the copyrights
the rights
and
of
all
the
that.
music.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I got that. That's right. Yep. All right. Sorry about that.
No. It's
okay.
and tonight and tomorrow evening, we have Carla Del Villaggio. She's a Barbra Streisand tribute artist from Florida. We flew her in. We flew her in, and she's doing her holiday show.
Okay.
So if you want to listen to Streisand songs, that's going to be tonight at 8 o'clock and tomorrow evening as well at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then tomorrow afternoon, we have another matinee. It's called Our Holiday Tea. It's an interactive show for kids. So kids will be meeting Elsa, the Grinch, Frosty the Snowman. They can take pictures with the characters. They can dance with them. And we're actually serving actual tea. They have their choice if it's hot or cold, and cookies. That already comes with the price of their ticket. And on Monday, we have another close to sold out show on a Monday evening. This is really insane. We have a singer-songwriter Christmas concert. So 4 local musicians, Solnoff, Ed Shockley, Keith Mack, and Doug James will be at the theater. They'll be doing some sort of a back-to-back concert.
All of this is very good entertainment.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's going to be at 7:30 p.m. on Monday. And again,
so how do you get tickets? How do you get them before they sell out? What do you do?
Tickets are available on our website, miltontheater.com. If they become members of the theater, we have a paid membership. We usually release tickets in advance to members first. So, for example, we have For example, we have shows where we know it's going to be sold out in a couple of days. We release a certain number of tickets to members first, and before it gets
how much is a membership?
It depends.
It's to what degree you want.
Yeah, we have a.
Whether you want heated seats, massaging seats,
nothing like that.
Free
hopefully in the
popcorn
future.
Every show.
Hopefully in the future, we have from $50 to $11.90. And those we have 5 different levels. All of those have different benefits that come with them.
Right.
So they can check it out. Again, it's everything's on
Milton
our website,
Theater.
miltontheater.com.
On Facebook too.
Yeah, absolutely. So on Facebook, Milton Theater Events. We're on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of the social media
What is
platforms.
your role?
I am the marketing director.
Okay. I think you do a good job of marketing.
Thank you so much.
In other words, I have a lot of different people. This is my little timer. I have a lot of different people on the show, and the second time I've had you on, you explain it well.
Thank you.
In other words, do you get up and talk during or before the performances?
We used to have that, but now because we have 300 events this year,
can't take it all.
We can't take it all, so we now have a recording. Of our intro.
Right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, good. Is there anything else? Any other points you wanted to make?
Well, this year, the Longwood Foundation chose the Milton Theater as one of the 32 organizations that they're giving grants this year.
Okay.
So out of the hundreds or potentially even thousands of organizations that apply, the Milton Theater is one for this year, and they actually granted us $100,000 for.
And you're going to spend it all on advertising.
Partly,
I got some ideas for you.
I will ask our board if I can spend some of that.
I wouldn't mind, and then and another time I'd like to share what TV Delmarva is about.
Absolutely,
because that is something that there may be something there that gets you even seen and known even more.
Yeah. I completely agree.
Right.
And with that grant, there is an additional $150,000 matching. So they're challenging us and the local community for the next year.
So if you raise $150,000,
they'll give
another $150,000. So now we're talking some serious money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Okay, so then the advertising budget. Man, I'm just thinking. That's all I'm thinking about now. No, just messing with you.
Yeah, and we have big plans
we
for
would
that.
love some support if you had any interest.
Absolutely.
Between between my show or TV Delmarva, I think we got something that can help you.
Yeah, you've got my email.
We don't want to just sell advertising. We want to help people. That's
absolutely. I agree.
All right. Well, we're going to let you go if that's okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out and being patient.
Thanks so much for having me.
That Kevin guy, he just likes to talk. No, he did good. But I like what you do down there. My wife and I have been to some different shows, and the theater. It's nice to have it and see it, and I think it's a good thing.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Be
and I'll see you
careful
soon.
out there. All right. Take care. Watch out for deer when you leave. You are out in the country. All right, everybody. So good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You're listening to a show called Weller Does Delmarva. We do it each and every Saturday morning. We are live at the TV Delmarva studios out in the middle of nowhere in Lincoln City, Delaware. Want to mention real quick my accountant. A lot of people say, well, I never heard a guy talk so much about it as accountant and insurance man. Well, my accountant is George Luff, and the value of somebody that knows the tax laws, that does a good job with your bookkeeping. George and Luff and Associates have sponsored this show for a long time, and we want to say thank you to them. But if you're planning your year-end tax things and you're trying to get everything figured out, I want to tell you that Luff and Associates has 3 locations in Milford. Well, they don't have 3 in Milford. They have 1 in Milford, 1 in Dover, and 1 in Rehoboth. Okay. Not 3 in Milford. So anyway, Milford, Dover, Rehoboth. George Luff, he's my accountant. He handles my personal stuff, my business stuff, my rental properties. I'm very happy. Another service that they provide that we've really come to love is the fact that they do our payroll for us now. They get it all figured up, and that's been a big help, and it's a load off of us. And that way, when there's a problem or a question, it's all theirs to deal with. So if you own a business and you're just tired of doing your own payroll and you want some help with it, or you're dealing with one of them big companies and you want to deal with a smaller company, when you call and talk to somebody, they remember your name and know who you are. Luff and Associates has easy payroll. So for accounting, help with payroll, tax advice, whatever you may need, I recommend George Luff and his team, Team Luff at Luff and Associates in Milford, Dover, or Rehoboth. Phone number's 302-422-9699. That's 422-9699. LuffCPAs.com on the web. In a little bit, I'm going to be joined by Pastor Ivory Hopkins. I'm also going to be joined by Bruce Mears. I think I'm going to let them on all at the same time just for the fun of it. We're just going to hang out and have some fun and stuff like that. We had a good time talking to Kevin Short. There's just a lot of good things going on. Please don't forget to support Weller's Utility Trailers. We have a lot of fun entertaining you and giving things away and selling things, but at the same time, for real, Weller's could use your business support. And if you ever want to buy an ad on my billboard, that is an excellent thought for the Milton Theater. For the Milton Theater, that is an excellent thought. I need to make a note of that billboard because I have a really nice electronic billboard on Route 113 in Ellendale. I think the traffic counts like 20,000 people a day or something like that. That I get that off of the Del.Dot website or whatever. But I just want to let you know that I've got some very affordable advertising. You can get about 50,000 impressions in a month for about 3 cents an impression. It's working 24/7. So if you are looking to expand your advertising budget or looking to rearrange some money, I'd love the opportunity to sell you an ad on that billboard. It's beautiful. You're one of 10 people that rotates around, and I actually can sit at the light at Ellendale, Route 113 northbound, Route 113 northbound, and I can read the billboard from there. It's scary how bright it is. So anyway, I just want to tell you that.
It's not a driving distraction, though.
No, it's not.
Some stuff is so bright that it actually messes you up driving. It's not.
No, it's not like that. It's very noticeable, though, and it's some good-looking stuff up there. So anyway, and I encourage you to think about that. So I've got advertising for sale on my show, Weller Does Delmarva. I can just do a segment where I do the ad, or you come in and do a spot with me. You can ask my advertisers. They hang right there with me. I mean, I've gotten people results. So got a good audience, and you're my audience today, and I want to say thank you for being my audience, okay? I don't take it lightly, and I know you're not overly paid for being my audience. We're taking a break from the radio. We're going to continue on, so stay tuned. Colin Walls is getting ready to talk to me about some things he's got going on. Don't go anywhere. Go to TV Delmarva or Jim Weller's Facebook page real quick. You won't miss a thing. All right, so we're going to continue on. We're going to chit-chat with Colin Walls Service Center. You can start any time, and I'm still playing.
Well, I've got a quick show note question.
Okay.
Is this the correct time we're calling Justin?
8:30.
8:30.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So after my spot, 8:30 spot, we're calling Justin.
And we want to don't call him too soon because we want to do it when he gets on the radio part.
Okay. All right.
Yep,
hang in there.
We're calling
Justin.
him.
If we call you, you're just gonna be on hold.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Okay.
So he's pretty. I think used to being ignored.
Yeah.
No. Anyway.
He's used to being put on hold. I think.
Used to being put on hold. Yep.
All right. So Wall Service Center. We are a fourth generation, 4 generations. We're talking over 60 years in business. Wall Service Center,
time.
downtown Milford. I agree. It's a very long time. But we've hung in there. We've seen good times. We've seen bad times.
You've endured.
Endured
right? Well.
Exactly. So we do all kinds of automotive repair, service, and maintenance. There it is, right there. That's what we do. We use good quality AC Delco parts.
You need to get that logo on there. I just noticed that.
On where?
On that thing on the screen. AC Delco.
Oh, the AC Delco logo. Oh, that's
somewhere in there. Just a thought.
Here or here?
Well, you might have to move something up.
Or here.
I would drop the 302 maybe.
Okay.
I would drop the WWW.
Yeah.
And I would put a little burst or something. Well, they got their own little logo, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah. So
anyway,
they have specific ways. This is what I like about AC Delco, and this kind of goes along with how they operate. They have specific ways they want their logos. This, to me, tells me that they're very precise.
Yes.
And I believe they're precise
when they make their parts.
And
right.
yes, so they're very precise. You have to use a certain logo in a certain way, and they want to make sure you know that. So they give you all kinds of
uniformity.
They like uniformity because we're representing their brand. Mm-hmm. And they want to represent our brand too.
Right.
So they want everybody to look good in this, and I think they do a great job of it. And we try really hard at Wall Service Center to represent them as well as they're representing us.
Right. And you like the fact that you got a nationwide warranty with their parts. Yeah. So do your customers.
Right.
In other words, it's kind of really taken Wall Service Center and really expanded that your comfort level as a customer. Like,
sure.
Even if you're visiting this area and you have a breakdown.
All right, think about this. So there's lots of what's called a professional service center, AC Delco Professional Service Center. There's tons of them across the United States and Canada.
It's like a network.
Now think of this. How many GM dealers are there out there?
That's right.
They're also an AC Delco. So any repairs we do if you're traveling across the country, there's always a General Motors dealer out there that you can stop in, if there's some kind of problem. We have very, very few problems with the parts. And, the funny thing is we used an alternator the other day just because we had to have it, and we had to have it right now, and we put it on from another parts store.
Not AC Delco.
Not AC Delco, and immediately had a problem with it.
Yeah.
And it just so
there is a difference.
There is, and when I explain to customers, I try to get the point across that there is a difference. I know this one might be
$10
half a day, or half a day closer. But sometimes we have to order things, because they're not local,
right?
And if it takes an extra half a day, you're better off to just wait. For the AC Delco parts, because when we make a recommendation, it's with the customer in mind, that we want the customer to benefit the greatest from it and get the best value.
Right.
The best value is always not the cheapest price on the day you pay for it.
Right.
The best value comes years down the road when that part is still functioning as properly as it should. So, and not breaking down on you and costing you more money.
A lot of that is just experience. You've been, what are you, 50 years old now? No, just
come on now, Jim.
But what I'm saying is you've been around a while, and you've worked with your father and your grandfather,
absolutely.
and you've worked with your hands, and you've worked with your customers, and you've realized, I feel, the value of not using cheap parts. There's the value.
Well, I've experienced it personally myself, so that's part of the difference. I remember buying a set of tires, and I bought the cheapest set of tires. And in 25,000 miles, those things were wore out, and I had to buy another set of tires. Mm-hmm. And if I'd have bought the good tires the first time, I'd have still been riding on them. And over that period of time, I would have saved hundreds of dollars because of it.
Right. Value.
So, value, right.
Value is not always obviously evident.
Right.
But it comes. Just like I know that you and I both appreciate Kevin Short and Mid-South Audio, and looking in this room here and other rooms here, there's something to be said for dealing with quality people that know value.
Yep, I agree with it. And the way it was put to me one time is there's price and there's cost.
Right.
And price is what it costs today. Cost is over the life of the product, how much it actually costs you. And sitting in here with us is Bruce Mears, and I know he absolutely understands the difference in price and cost and quality of products.
And value.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm loving this conversation.
Yeah, it's right up your alley, isn't it?
No doubt about it.
I always say,
I sell value.
I have no problem with somebody who's cheaper because they already have determined what they're worth.
Right.
They're worth less than me. In other words, so they've determined it. We're going on the radio?
Getting ready to.
Okay. Ivory Hopkins.
Presentation.
We're looking for him. But anyway,
management or advertisers.
What was I getting ready to say?
1059.
I'm going to catch up on some commercials. So good morning, everybody. And we are here. We are at the Catch It Live TV Delmarva Studios. We are not at Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe. Only today. If you would love to join us next week, we would love to see you. The Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe is inside the Cheer Center in Georgetown. We do the show there every Saturday morning except for today. She has a wonderful breakfast buffet, and we'd like for you to come down next Saturday, the 21st, and listen to the Reminders perform live right there in the lobby. It is going to be their last time performing, I believe, this year. So, and they're going to have their Christmas album for sale, or I think it's called a CD, not an album. So anyway, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. I've got a couple housekeeping things to take care of first.
I'll get the vacuum for you.
You get the vacuum for me. Get the one that works. There is two of them up there. But anyway, I wanted to say Pastor Ivory Hopkins is going to be joining me at some point this morning, and so is Bruce Mears. And we're going to have a good time and just kind of chit-chat and catch up on things. We're going to also get Justin Ward, Invisible Fence Brand Delmarva, on the phone in a little bit. But I want to first talk about my insurance agent, okay? In other words, this is a sponsor segment. So this is L&W Insurance Agency. This is where I buy all my insurance: life insurance, health insurance, commercial insurance, auto insurance, media insurance, billboard insurance, all kinds of insurance, homeowners, and so on. I love dealing with them. I don't love buying insurance, but I love dealing with people that got my back. So when something goes wrong, they take care of things. They get involved. I don't actually have to talk to the insurance company. I deal with L&W, and they work in between me and the insurance company because the insurance company might just aggravate me. So if you need some insurance, if you need an opinion, am I properly insured? Is this too big of a deductible? Not big enough deductible? What happens if I buy my homeowner's insurance and my car insurance and my motorcycle insurance from the same company? Is there a discount? So I just want to let you know, they can explain everything just right down to umbrella policies. What are those? So there's a lot of different things. They are a great company, big company. It's called L&W Insurance Agency. They are good people. Been around a long time, support tons of things in our community. So their phone number is 302-856-7828, 856-7828. It's lwinsurance.com on the web. And listen to me. Yes, they are on Facebook. Okay, so like their page there, you'll get all kinds of information. Did want to mention again that we are going to be at Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe next Saturday, the 21st, broadcasting live, and they're going to have the breakfast buffet. It's only $8.95, all you can eat, and kids 10 and under are only $4. So that is next Saturday, and you'll get a free concert with the Reminders. They're going to be performing a little bit between 8 and 8:30, and between 8:30 and 9 again. Christmas tree time is here. I got my tree. This is a sponsor segment. I got my tree at Don's Tree Farm outside of Greenwood. I got one. Jenny got one. Kim got one. Katie went and got one. Really nice trees. We're all very happy. We all spent different amounts of money, so they have them starting at, I think, $25. I think my daughter Kim got a $40 one and is very happy. So I'm just letting you know that there's all kinds of trees available at Don's Tree Farm. It's on Hickman Road. I call it Route 16 outside of Greenwood. Going to give you their phone number if you have any questions. It's 349-0555, 349-0555. They're open Thursdays 2 to 6, and then they are open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday 10 to 5. You can go there today, starting as early as 10 o'clock. They have fresh cut trees from 3 foot to 12 foot. They have a Christmas shop, all kinds of interesting things, holiday gifts, wreaths, cemetery or centerpieces, cemetery mounds, pine roping, and there's a really cool operating train display. They even have train sets for sale there, and Santa is there every Saturday from 11 to 3. Delaware's finest Christmas trees can be found at Don's Tree Farm in Greenwood, on the web, donstreefarm.com. Now, we're going to chit-chat with Bruce Mears for a minute, and then I'm going to do a couple more commercials, and we'll squeeze Ivory in whenever he gets here. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me, Jim.
So, you found the place okay. You've been here before.
Yeah, it's my second time here.
Second time here. Second time around. And
I got to see the neighborhood deer again on the way here.
Yes, there's a lot of them out here.
They are. Yeah.
There's a lot of them out. And squirrels like crazy out here.
Oh, yeah.
Don't leave your car door open long. Okay, they will startle you when you're riding down the road. So anyway, not that I know how that happens. But so, Bruce, you're a local entrepreneur. You're a builder.
Yes, sir.
Creator, designer.
Designer builder.
Designer builder. And I watch your Facebook page. How many Facebook pages should people be watching with Bruce Mears?
Just 2. I have a personal page and a Bruce Mears designer page.
Okay.
Most people follow both.
Okay. You got some nice pictures there, projects you've done, some remodeling you've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, along the way, start, finish, it's kind of cool.
Yes, fun stuff.
How long have you been in business?
Beginning of January will be Bruce Mears Designer Builder's 35th year.
Really?
35 years in the home industry.
Whew. That's quite an accomplishment.
It is.
That's like going for a stress test and it never stopped.
It is. It is.
So,
it is.
An endurance test. But anyway, so you seem passionate about it.
I'm very passionate about
Very passionate, and you love it.
I just love it. This afternoon, when I leave, I go meet clients that I built their house 20 years ago.
Okay.
And we do something there every 2 or 3 years.
Oh, like a little fix-up or tune-up? Or
you never know. This time we've added 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms,
small job.
spiral staircase.
Okay.
Redid all the rails, so they haven't seen it.
Oh, this is the reveal.
This is the reveal this afternoon at 1 o'clock. So it's very, very, very exciting. The last time they saw it was right after drywall. So,
How many months project is this?
That one was 6.
6 months,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
but some take a year or 2.
Some take a year or 2. Yeah, the modern house you visited took a year and 8 months.
Did it really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, that's got to be exciting.
It is
every
exciting.
day. First you design it because you personally design these.
Yes.
People sit down with you and you design what you think they're thinking.
From a conversation, yeah.
And then you build it.
I build it. I interact with the clients
along the way somewhere.
Yeah. I print them off my CAD. Got a nice big.
Oh, so you print your own blueprints?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Print them right out. Send them out to the field for construction.
Okay.
Of course, we email them around now with today's technology.
Right.
Paper plans typically only go out to the job site.
Okay.
So, but it's just an amazing experience,
But when people get you, you're working on maybe 2 to 3 projects at a time?
Yeah, at the most.
At the most. So they get something they cannot get anywhere.
They get something they cannot get anywhere. They get me.
They get you.
They get me. People say, Bruce, who's your competition? I'm like,
oh, here's Pastor Ivory.
I don't have any competition.
Correct.
Nobody does what I do. So, where's the competition? So it's just fun. It's a blessing, And
your customers seem to be happy enough that 20 years later, they come back and get you to do a remodel.
Jim, if they're not happy, I can't sleep. So
right. It matters to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I take care of them as long as they own that home.
Wow.
So one customer called earlier in the week, Bruce, our cleaning lady's at the house, and she says there's air coming in a door, and she can't get it locked. Within 30 minutes, I had someone there.
Really?
Little molding had come loose. It was repaired, door closed.
How many years ago did they?
5 years ago.
Wow.
So,
most people don't even stay in business 5 years anymore.
That's right.
Here you are going back 5 years.
So these people live, 4 hours away. So I'm their eyes and ears. And,
right. You're like a friend in the neighborhood.
Friend in the neighborhood.
Hey, I went and saw this movie the other day. That was a good movie. Mr. Rogers.
Oh, yeah, I want to see it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Pastor Ivory Hopkins. We're going to be hearing his voice here.
Yeah.
What were you getting ready to say?
Mr. Rogers, man, I want to go catch that.
Oh, I love it. To go when you're not tired.
Oh, yeah.
Because he moves at a different speed than what we're kind of used to, in other words, but it was really good. And he did this one thing in the movie where he was talking to this guy the guy started out to maybe not write such a nice article about him. And he ended up really influencing this guy, really influencing him. And it ended up being on the front page of Esquire magazine. It was such a big deal. The guy was only supposed to originally write 400 words, and I think he ended up writing 15,000 words. But the one thing he did, he took him out to lunch or met him for lunch, and he said, "Could you just for a minute stop for a minute?" And he just stopped for a minute, and for 1 minute, they didn't say anything. They just stopped, and the whole restaurant stopped because they must have known this man eats there. But it was in life.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there's ever a point that I stop for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And don't touch my phone, don't speak. It was so impactful. I mean, because what the show really taught you was how we should treat each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something that if we all did it more consistently, it would be amazing.
Yeah.
So, well, good morning to you. How was the journey here?
It was excellent. I love
See any deer?
No, I didn't see any deer. The last deer
you're not out of here yet.
The last deer I left was my dear wife. That's it.
Awesome. That's a good one. Do you know Bruce? You ever met Bruce?
I don't believe so.
I don't believe
but
so.
I've heard this young man on talk radio for years, and what a privilege to meet him.
He preaches the word for real.
And I love that.
Yeah, I agree. So, what's up in your world? Now, I just want to tell you how we're going to roll here this morning. I do need to do a few more commercials, but I haven't set no timers or nothing. I thought we could just all chit-chat as brothers in Christ and friends and so on. Is that okay?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what's up with Ivory?
Well, I've been busy, but I got a little gift here that I'm bringing you.
Oh, really?
I'm actually featured on Amazon Prime on a documentary called The Light in the Darkness, and it talks about spiritual warfare. I'm actually,
and that's real, brother.
I'm actually the other fellow that's with me, Dick Leggett, is over what they call Derek Prince Ministry.
Okay.
And I actually cut my teeth learning as a minister from Derek Prince. He's from London.
How old were you then?
I was like 19 or 20 years old.
So you've been involved in the ministry?
40-some years, over 40 years.
Wow.
Over 40. And I never dreamed that I would be anywhere remotely close to this particular ministry, because they were the ones that we kids were learning from. And to have a legacy today, to be featured in a documentary talking about deliverance, I find it amazing.
Wow. And it's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon Prime, and I bought you a copy of it as a gift.
Well, thank you.
It's called Light in the Darkness.
Wow, the light and the darkness. Wow.
They came, a film crew came down from Atlanta, Georgia, the Atlanta area, and they filmed it. First, when they called me, Jim, I thought they were kidding. I really did.
You thought it was a prank phone call, a scam.
Look, I'm a brother from Harbison, Delaware, okay? Now,
okay.
Please. And so when the guy called at first, he said, yeah, we've been following you for years, and we want to do a documentary. You're going to be with Dick Leggett. I said, Derek Prince Ministry? He said, absolutely. And
do you think that man remembered you all these years?
Yes.
Really?
Well, here, let me hit you with another amazing thing. I was in Deltona, not Deltona, Florida, during a spiritual warfare conference. I was one of the teachers. They had this guy here, which heads up the ministry. Well, when I walked up to the table, of course, they had the picture of Derek Prince, the original founder, and a tear came down my eye because he had passed away. And I called them the generals, the old guys. And you have to excuse me, I almost kind of water up thinking about it. And all of a sudden, this young man that was standing there said to me, You're Ivory. I said, yes. He said, everybody come here, it's him. And I was like, it's him.
Wow.
And they came out and they brought his grandson out. And he said, my grandfather loved you. I said, what? I said, Derek Prince has heard of me? He said, yes. And he said, my grandfather loved the way you were handling the ministry of deliverance. I teach something what they call balanced deliverance. I don't see everything as a devil. I don't see everything as witches, warlocks, and all that. Balance. The gospel has to be balanced. It stands on legs that it must stand balanced and even.
Right.
And so that's what I was
to
doing.
be effective.
Absolutely. And they came out, and it was his grandchildren, and I was just amazed. So this some years later, some 10 to 15 years later, here I am. Actually been doing this now for 40 years.
Wow.
Well known all over the world. All over the world. I'm so blessed, man. I am so thankful to God. Just thankful. And so when they did the documentary and what have you, it's up.
I can keep it?
Oh yeah, it's for you.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, thank
I'm gonna
you.
have to pick it up.
It's
Me and
for you.
Denise will watch this for sure.
You're gonna love it because it's done in such a professional way. It's so funny. One of the young men that plays me in the documentary, you know how the way they do them. You're talking about a situation, and then all of a sudden the film will flip over and it will have actors to enact what you're talking about. And this young man called me from Facebook, and he said, "I'm you." I said, "Excuse me." He says, "I'm the actor that plays you in the documentary." It's really done. This here piece of work is very professional done.
Wow,
Outstanding.
Yeah.
And you can buy it right now.
You can buy it right now
At
on
Amazon
Prime. Yeah,
Amazon Prime.
Amazon
Okay.
Prime. You can even rent it on Amazon.
The Light and the Darkness.
The Light and the Darkness. And like I said, and it's a very well put together documentary. I'm just so honored, man, you know. But I'll say this to you guys. Spreading the love of common decency in Christ just home every day, Walmart, Wawa's, it's taken me a long way.
Awesome.
Really? Wow.
It's taken me a long way, man. Treating everybody decent. And just realizing that, yes, you know, teaching on spiritual warfare, I've seen evil on many manifested ways. But the kindness and the love of Christ far excels it.
Yes, it does.
Exactly.
Far excels
It does.
it.
Exactly.
I'm going to let Denise use this one. I'd like to get a picture of us three if I could. We're good. You could, however, just turn Ivory if you want. Turn Ivory. So, all right, Denise, are we ready? Oh, I'm sorry. A video of us would be bad.
1, 2, 3.
You can barely take radio. Thank you very much. So
We're on video right now.
And if you want to go, Denise, you can go or you can stay, whatever you want. Okay. All right. See ya. All right. So anyway, Pastor Ivory Hopkins. Now, what is the name of your church?
Pilgrim's Ministry of Deliverance.
And am I right? It's right on Route 113 in Georgetown.
Route 113 in Georgetown. It's actually across from Marilyn Joseph's house, right near the construction and area.
Been there quite a while.
1983. We started in 1983. And here goes the wonderful thing, too. Many of the main elders, my assistant pastor, his wife, many of the deacons are still with us. Those are the ones who whisper in my ear and say to me, "Get a grip." I love those guys, man.
Wow.
But we're doing well. I mean, we're just doing the work of the Lord, and and just loving what we're doing.
So when do you have services? When could somebody?
We have Wednesday Bible study.
Okay.
We have 10 a.m. Sunday morning service.
Okay.
And we also feature quite a few conferences that we do.
Okay.
We're on pilgrimsministry.org. That's pilgrimsministry.org. We can be found there. Jim, I've written probably over 16 books.
Wow.
On different subjects and what have you.
Okay.
And I'm also chancellor of a university called RDU, Rapha Deliverance University, that was founded in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm like a co-founder. Many of the writings that I do are incorporated in that school. So we've been kind of busy, man. Really doing some things in the kingdom.
Well, good.
Outstanding.
Well, let me, if you guys would just hang right here, I need to do a couple commercials, if that's okay. And then I'm going to let Bruce brag on his church a little bit, too.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
In other words, you got stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
All right, today, I don't know if any of you have ever been to an auction or not, but Wilson's Auction is a sponsor of my show. And Wilson's Auction is having a big auction today, and they're having another one on Monday. So today, it's like on Route 113 in Lincoln. And it starts at 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's thousands of things. You might find appliances, furniture, glassware, coins. I bought a bird there one time. We actually named it Wilson. So just a lot of different things. So you might find exercise equipment. But if you are listening and you want to go to something fun, you want to teach your grandkids or your kids how to think on their feet, if you want to learn how to think on your feet better, go to an auction. Learn how to react and pay attention and when to bid and when not to bid and keep an eye on your stuff and so on. So if you want to sell something, Wilson's Auction starting on Wednesday through Friday, you can bring pretty much anything there, drop it off, and go back on Monday, pick up your cash, and it's done. It's sold. It's over. No warranties, no nothing, no problems. Just buying or selling. Wilson's Auction is a great place. I've bought properties from them, too. A lot of them, as a matter of fact. Houses, buildings, everything. So anyway, they got that. Then on Tuesday nights, they have an auto auction. So like next Tuesday night at 6 o'clock is an auto auction. But Monday, the 16th, which is just around the corner, a beautiful home in Millsboro is going to be sold. So if you are looking to buy a house, maybe you want to buy it to live in, maybe you want to buy it and make it a rental, or you want to buy it and flip it, whatever you want to do. This is a house auction. It's by the order of the Court of Chancery in the state of Delaware, Monday at 11 o'clock in Millsboro, Delaware. It's on Home Farm Drive in Millsboro, not Millsboro, Millsboro. Anyway, so if you want to learn more, go to wilsonsauction.com. Phone number is 302-422-3454. It works if you dial it in that order. And people say, what does that mean? It means dial 422-3454. Wilson's Auction, serving our community over 40 years. Dave Wilson and his team are a good group of people. So anyway, whether you're buying, whether you're selling, and don't forget on New Year's Day, big auction at the Red Building there on 113 in Lincoln. Going to have a lot of low-digit tags and antiques and everything. So that's that. I wanted to also mention Vanderwins. We talk about ice cream each and every week. People love good quality ice cream, and Vanderwins, that's what they make. So if you're looking for some ice cream, if you just want an ice cream cone today, you're allowed to have one, okay? Today is ice cream for everybody, okay? So you got my permission to enjoy an ice cream cone, a cup, a cone, a quart, a pint, or you can hire their truck to come to your Christmas party or whatever event you've got, or your business, and they'll just serve ice cream to everybody if you want. So great family. They've been serving our community like 60-some years. They're farmers. Jesse is my state rep, and they're just good quality people, and they also have fantastic ice cream. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. It is Vanderwins. What is the name on the web? It's VanderwinsFarmCreamery.com. Look them up on Facebook. Very active there. Locations in Dewey Beach, Fenwick Island, Bridgeville, and Greenwood. And I think Greenwood's kind of closed for the winter. But anyway, Bridgeville is open quite a bit. So check them out. Vanderwins Creamery, Vanderwins Ice Cream. I like them. Tell them I sent you. So I'm going to switch gears again. Have another little chit-chat with Bruce Mears, and just say, Bruce, you're very active in your church also.
Oh, yeah, Mariners Bethel United Methodist Church.
And you love
Ocean View.
You've been there a long time.
Been there a long time.
Okay.
My grandparents introduced me to it in 1965.
And you stayed?
I stayed.
And they let you?
I ran off a little bit, in my late teens and early 20s.
Your rebellious time.
Yeah, but I came back.
Gosh,
and they welcomed me back.
Well, good.
Yeah,
Isn't that kind of cool?
It's a wonderful church.
And you love the youth side of things. Isn't there a big youth convention coming up?
Yeah. It's the first weekend in January. I just signed up for it this week.
Are you going?
Oh, yeah. I go almost every year.
I
wouldn't miss it. Yeah, we raise money all year, and we bought.
What role do you play?
Just chaperone.
Okay,
and
keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, there's typically 3 or 4 of us in each room. We rent a bunch of condos at the carousel.
Oh, okay.
And then we go to the rally, and in the evening before bed we do devotions, and then we get up early and do it all again. Wow. Somewhere there Saturday they get a little free time to go to the swimming pool or ice skate a little, and we're always got the eyes and ears on them,
being a good steward.
Yeah, their
watching
parents
over your investments.
Yeah,
kids.
Their parents entrust us to watch after them, so that's what we do.
Wow.
But basically when we go to the rally we just get out of the way and let them soak it in. We're just there if they need us. So it's a great weekend.
Doesn't Mid-South Audio have something to do with it?
Yeah, they do the audio every time. Yeah,
wow.
And it's always spot on.
Wow.
Just like every Mid-South Audio show.
Yeah. Wow.
So, we're looking forward to that. So this Sunday we have the Armor Kids Church Christmas show.
Okay.
Sunday evening.
That's tomorrow.
That's it. Yeah.
That's tomorrow already.
Yeah.
Am I hearing the music? Taking a break from the radio. So, folks listening to me on the radio, do me a favor. Switch right over to TV Delmarva or Jim Weller's Facebook page, because we don't stop talking. If I do, the microphones just shut off, and then I have to prime them again like a water pump. I have to get prime to get them working. So anyway, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a minute with Weller Does Delmarva. All right, so in a minute here, we're going to let Colin go ahead and talk a little bit. I've been learning how to work this timer. I really miss Katie. Colin, are you ready? Or you want to get your thoughts
I'm here.
together?
I'm ready. No, we're good to go.
Okay.
So
go for it.
Okay. Start now.
Talk about
you want to start the timer?
I already started.
You've already started. Okay. Well, let me back up then.
Okay. Back up.
Hey, let's talk about TV Delmarva real quick.
Delmarva.
TV Delmarva. That's the newest TV station on Delmarva, and we've got big plans for this thing.
Oh, you wouldn't believe them, folks.
And Jim knows
just tell them all.
What we're talking about. I can't. No. I wish I could.
Stuff might happen Monday.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's the big meeting Monday.
Well,
it's the
I think the president of that other network is coming here to meet with you.
Are they?
Is that fair to say?
That what it is? Yeah, right. to some degree. Yeah, you're right. So anyway, big things happening on TV Delmarva. How can you get TV Delmarva? Well, right now you can go to Roku. On your Roku player or Roku TV, you can search for TV Delmarva. That's 2 words, TV and Delmarva.
Okay.
Will pop up there. You can click add the channel to your Roku. Also, you can go on your Amazon Fire Stick or Fire TV. Same thing. Search for TV Delmarva. 2 words, TV and Delmarva.
So it's TEEV.
Yeah. It's the letter T, the letter V, a space, and then Delmarva.
Delmarva.
Right. And you're on your own spelling Delmarva.
Okay.
Figure it out. But
I know how to spell Marva.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But anyway, you download it there. We've got lots of great shows. We've got your show every Saturday, 7 to 9, live. Yep. We love live at TV Delmarva.
Yes, you do.
And we love local. Live and local. We love it. So your show, 7 to 9 on Saturdays. Coming up right after your show at 9 o'clock, In the Huddle with Coach Muddle, local sports talk. Also going to be talking about national sports. He has Nevada Nick come in. You know, if you're thinking about placing a bet on something on one of the games, he's going to have your best bet picks for you. And his record this year is very good. So I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I know it's good.
Okay.
All right. So after that, then we're going to have Michael Sprouse on with Coastal A&E. That's 11 to 1 right here on TV Delmarva.
Wow.
Also, those are all available on Facebook live stream, too.
So TV Delmarva is on your Roku device.
Exactly.
Your Amazon Fire Stick.
Yes.
TVDelmarva.com.
Yes, you can. This is the TVDelmarva.com feed right here. I'm streaming it right now, monitoring it.
All right. And then TV Delmarva on Facebook.
Exactly.
So we really want people to like the Facebook page just for the heck of it. Click on notifications so you always will be notified when you go live with something.
When we go live, yes.
Right,
yes.
But other than the live shows, 24/7 there's programming.
Exactly, 24/7, so there's always something going on there. We replay the other shows, and then we've got Wednesday and Thursday live shows too. Wednesday is Wednesday wrap-up with Coach Muddle, so he kind of wraps up the week and what sports are going on. And then Thursday is
Sound of Delmarva.
The Sound of Delmarva with Kate Alexander.
Right.
Yep, and it's a good show, and we have a...
But we want more people to have shows.
Sure.
Is that right?
Yes.
In other words, so a person, like if you're watching or listening, and you say, well, I have a business. Mm-hmm. Or, whatever you may have, and I want to know how to get the word out to more and more and more people. This would be a good platform. In other words,
and it's a good time to start right now because of the big plans we have.
Right, like if you make some deals with Colin over the next few days or week, and then he makes this other deal, your amount of eyeballs and ears that are going to hear and see and hear this show could double, if not triple.
And if not even more.
And your price won't change if you're all locked in.
That's right, if you're locked in. So now's the time to do it. And,
but either way, we're going to take care of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I agree.
Weller's Utility Trailers is open by now. We did have our company Christmas party last night, and it was really good, and we had a good time. And when I looked around the room, I was like, because I get up and make a little teeny speech, I was like, I'm so fortunate. Like, when you work with people elbow to elbow, sometimes they become your sandpaper. They kind of rub you a little bit. Mm-hmm. But when you get them all together like that, and you see their spouses and stuff, and you're like, these people get up every day, get in their vehicle, come to me, and sell me a percentage of their life every day. They sell me their best awake hours, and then they go home to their family, and it just made it was just so different when you look at them and say, there's a bigger picture here. It's not just about what we sell or what we do or anything like that. It's about we're technically really in the people business.
Yeah, exactly.
We're here, and it was just really good. We had a lady fall the other day that works for us, and I was talking to her. She was in the hospital. That ambulance had to take her and stuff, and she said, "Oh yeah, Bev went to her truck and got a blanket and wrapped me up, and because they didn't want to move her. In other words, she fell on the ice, and it was just." It was really good, really good. So I had a good time. We had it at J.D. Shuckers, and the milkshakes were good. The steak was good. The crab cakes were good. Other than that, that's about all I had was steak, crab cakes, and a milkshake, and a good time. So,
what else is there?
Right, what else is there? So we had a real good time. It was really cool, and I want to say thanks to my employees. We're taking a break. No, I'm not going to take a break. I'm going to keep right on talking. I do want to remind everybody, we will be at Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe next Saturday. I'd like to give away 2 tickets to the buffet. So if there's anybody listening right this minute that wants to call me right this minute at 422-7336, 422-7336, I'll give you 2 tickets to Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe buffet next Saturday morning, the 21st. You can join me for breakfast. You can watch the show. And on top of that, you can listen to or watch the reminders. It's going to be pretty much their last, performance of the year. And we're going to be doing it live on Weller Does Delmarva next Saturday morning. So 422-7336. Call right now. Operators are standing by. We will take your call and give you 2 free buffets. They're $8.95 each. All right, we're coming back on the radio now. I hear it. I got to knock out just a couple other things, and then we're going to continue to talk to Bruce Mears, Pastor Ivory Hopkins. So good morning, everybody. Jim Weller here. We are back live with you on the radio, on Facebook. I don't remember how many pages, 7 or 8 pages, and TV Delmarva. So good morning, good morning, good morning. It's my 327th show. We're doing it live in the undisclosed location out in the middle of nowhere in Lincoln, Delaware at the TV Delmarva studios. We're going to be back at Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe next Saturday morning, so don't forget that. And if you want a good lunch, Wednesdays is chicken and dumplings, but Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 3, Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe is open. It's wonderful. So anyway, I just want to let you know, if you want a good place to eat, also they deliver for free. A $15 order or more is delivered for free. So you could get 2 orders of chicken and dumplings, or a couple of them BLTs and chicken and dumplings, or you could get meatloaf or whatever. It's all made from scratch. Maryland's good home cooking. But anyway, it's called the Maryland's Cafe inside the Georgetown Cheer Center. Great place to eat or get delivery. Phone number, I forgot the number. It's 854-2880. 854-2880, Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe. Now, another good sponsor of the show, Jerry Santoro. He's a friend of mine. I just recently used him. I rented his bucket truck. His man came out, helped me with a couple projects. We got a phone call. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Is this Justin? No? Who am I talking to?
You're talking to John Baker.
John Baker. How are you doing, John?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Good. And would you like to join us next Saturday?
Yes.
Is that what you were?
Saturday.
Was that what you were calling for?
Yes.
For 2 tickets to the breakfast buffet next Saturday.
Yes.
All right. Well, then I'll be there. You let Katie know when you're there. You bringing somebody with you?
Yes.
All right. And have you ever been there?
I've eaten from there. I've never been there.
Okay. Well, no problem. Well, anyway, we'll see you at, now we're talking Maryland's Cafe at the Georgetown Cheer Center, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll see you next Saturday, all right?
All right. I'll see you next Saturday.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Now, we do need to call Justin. I actually forgot about that. So anyway, I'm going to finish talking about Jerry Santoro real quick. I'm a little teeny bit behind. But anyway, Jerry Santoro, good guy, sells firewood. First of all, this is a sponsored segment, so I want to let you know that he supports the show. Jerry Santoro, if you need lawn care, if you got trees that you need trimmed up, cut down, stumps dug up, ground up, whatever you may need, Jerry Santoro can help you out. He sells firewood. That's the big thing right now, is firewood. So if you need some good quality seasoned firewood, he can help you out. All right. Anything you need, his estimates are free. He's licensed. He's insured. He's a good, honest local guy. He has excavators. He has all kinds of equipment. So his phone number is 363. Is that the right number? 363. It is. I'm thinking of him. 363-6025. 363-6025. Man, everybody, if the number's right, hang in there with me, everybody. 302-363-6025, jlc-llc.com, Jerry's Lawn Care. Now, he's on the phone with us. This is Justin Ward. I wanted to say good morning. What did you do? Hang up on him? Uh-oh. We have cut him off. That was a short commercial, everybody. All right, Justin, are you there?
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
Good. I want to thank you for sponsoring the show and buying a segment and so on, and appreciate you working with us on time this morning. So tell me something. How are you doing?
Good. I was getting ready to tell you it was going to be entertaining because that time worked out a little bit better this morning because I'm out on a family friend's farm feeding cattle this morning. They were fortunate enough to take their kids to Disney World, so I took the day to feed their cattle for them while they left.
Well, so you're not feeding the dog or the cat, you're feeding the cattle.
Yeah, a little bit different today
all right.
from what I'm normally doing, but we're staying busy with Invisible Fence this time of year. A lot of people are preparing for Christmas, keeping the dogs and cats out of the Christmas trees. I've actually gotten a couple pictures of people's cats up in the Christmas tree hiding behind the ornaments and stuff like that. So
let's touch on that subject. Okay?
What's that?
Let's touch on the subject of the cat pulling down the Christmas tree. What do I do? Like, let's say that at the Weller household, we have a cat. We won't name the cat, but Katie's a real mess. So what I'm saying is, how do we get this cat to stay off the Christmas trees?
Yeah, a lot of times what we do is we have avoidance solutions that you can plug in and charge for 24 hours, and then you can move them anywhere in the household for up to 30 days. So especially with the presents and stuff around the Christmas trees, we can put an avoidance solution. The cat would obviously have to wear a collar, but we can train them to stay away from the Christmas tree and those expensive gifts that some people buy.
Or the little Christmas balls you've had for 25 years that they bust.
Exactly. Collector's items that you have on your tree, and it gets expensive. So compared to what we charge to come out and work with your cats on training them to stay out of the tree and stuff like that, it's well worth it. So they pick it up pretty quick. Especially being inside the house, they're not really. It's more of avoidance than it is containment. So it works out really well. But yeah, I've gotten a lot of pictures of the cats up in the Christmas trees.
Wow. So how do people get a hold of you for a free estimate?
Yep. And I want to encourage people. There's Money Mailer out there with coupons right now. A lot of people are asking if we have the end of the year deals, but estimates are free. They can contact us at 410-546-2436. They can text that number as well, or check us out on Facebook and YouTube.
What was it again?
410-546-2436.
I was going to make sure you say it the same twice. And the website or the Facebook page?
Yeah, invisiblefence.com. You can type in your zip code, and that way it can bring up the. Obviously, we're kind of like a dealer network, so we pretty much take care of everything from Dover, Virginia, on the Eastern Shore, Lewis, Ocean City, and like I said, we can come out and give you a free estimate. We got a lot of good things going on with GPS and Boundary Plus technology. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to thank you, and I appreciate you working with me this morning. Okay.
Appreciate it. Have
All
a
right.
good
See
weekend.
ya. Bye. All right, folks, that was Justin Ward, Invisible Fence brand, Delmarva, good guy. I can always tell where the line's at my property because that's where the dogs stop. But that cat thing, we're going to work on that. I want to brag on Dry Zone for just a minute, another good sponsor of the show. Really appreciate their support over the years. They got an ad on my billboard. You know, they're on my show. They're just good people. So if you have a crawl space that needs encapsulation, there's nobody like Dry Zone. If your basement's leaking in areas that it's never leaked before and you need a sump pump or something else to get rid of it, they can help you out with that. They also do now Spartec floor coatings, which is kind of cool, and they also have a full-blown electrical division, and they are also always looking for new teammates. People say, man, they're always hiring. Well, they're always talking to people because they're growing every single day. Dry Zone is growing. I've witnessed it. I've watched it over the years. It's been exciting to see them grow. So if you need any of the services they provide, there is only one Dry Zone. Nobody does it like Dry Zone, and they are good people. They are honest and fair. They'll give you a free estimate. You'll learn a lot from that. And then also, they will come out. They'll do what they say they're going to do. They have great warranties. They're also transferable if you sell your property. It's dryzone.com on the web, 302-684-5034, 684-5034, dryzone.com. Or you can just stop in through the week and apply for a job, meet the folks, see the awards they've won, look at some of their products, or if you're thinking about dealing with them and you want to talk to them right there at their place, it's on Route 16 in Ellendale, dryzone.com. All right, I'm going to talk to Bruce and Pastor Ivory Hopkins again, and I don't know if I interrupted you or cut you off last time.
Yeah, we were talking about the schedule at Mariners, and I mentioned we've got our Kids Armor Church. That's the young kids' Christmas program this weekend. Then the following Friday the 20th, from 6 to 8, we've got our live nativity.
Oh,
which is 4 shows.
4 shows.
Yeah, so it's 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30.
Really?
Yeah. So Pastor Dave and Pastor Woody read the story of the birth of Jesus straight from the Bible. We got part of our praise band there. We sing hymns in between.
Okay.
Yeah, and the shepherds show up and the wise men show up. And,
wow.
Well, the
public shows up?
The public shows up. We've got
this is free, I'm going to presume.
Oh, yeah, it's a wonderful thing. Yeah.
Wow.
So
now, where is this church?
It's right on the corner of Route 26 and Central Avenue in Ocean View, Delaware, right by the new Royal Farm store.
So people are welcome to come tomorrow?
Yeah. Welcome.
Do you allow visitors?
Oh, we encourage visitors, But I got to warn you, if you come to Mariners, we're going to love on you.
Okay.
So if you don't want us to love on you,
that's it.
Okay.
You might not want to drop in on us.
So reversing that, if you are looking for a loving church,
Mariners is a good bet if you live in our area.
Right.
Yeah. So and then of course Christmas Eve we've got 3 services at 4:00. We've got I believe we call it a hymn service where we sing a lot of the Christmas hymns that you don't always hear with today's contemporary services.
That's true, right? Mm-hmm.
And then at 7 we've got our contemporary service, which will still feature, Silent Night and some other Christmas hymns we all like, and then at 11 we've got the traditional service. So,
wow, that's Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yes, sir.
Wow,
yeah. So, and we got our Hope Center started. We've broken ground.
Oh, have you really?
We're working on the groundwork. We're all through the permitting process. It's taken 5 years to get to this part.
Just a little bit of time.
Of planning and fundraising and permits, reviews for permits. So we're underway. It's going to be a 13,000 square foot multi-purpose building.
Really?
Yeah. The primary use will be for the youth. Yep. We're going to have a gym in the center.
You're passionate about the youth.
Oh, yeah. Well,
it's the future.
I grew up in the church, and back then we didn't have electronics, Game Boys. We had one TV channel. Right.
There's so many things vying for their attention now.
Right. So youth group at church was an important part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I said to Pastor Woody and his wife Christine a couple years ago, I'm like, I just love this because I feel like I'm paying back. They're like, no, you're paying forward.
That's true.
You're paying forward. And I just love the youth,
Right.
I'm not a full-time youth leader anymore. I'm just part-time, but I'm still there.
I can hear your passion.
I'm still there.
Heart.
Yeah.
Pastor Ivory, what do you got going on at your church? So tonight, tomorrow, where do we start?
Well, we can start tomorrow is going to be Sunday morning service, good old Holy Ghost preaching, gospel, and what have you. And I do want to say this: we just in July, my nephew, which was trained in the ministry with us for about 20 years, we just launched a ministry called God's House of Deliverance. In the Oak Orchard area.
Oh, really?
And it's really targeting homeless and the drug situation there. I was really excited that the Lord gave him that part to go in that area. We've been reaching out. He's been reaching out to a lot of the homeless there, feeding the hungry. Even our churches collaborated together because our Pilgrims and also God's House of Deliverance. During the Thanksgiving holidays, of course, there was feeding people.
Right.
And what have you. Right now, this holiday season of Christ giving and making yourself available. We're reaching a lot of people. We're touching them, even with clothing and coach drives and different things. So our church is doing some things. I mean, there's some things we're doing in the house for fun ourselves, but the gospel itself. Feed the hungry, reach the souls. Touch the lives. I even love what he was saying. What y'all are doing at Mariners. The beginning of the gospel in my life was actually through an AME Methodist church in Princess Anne, Maryland. And that's where the root of my salvation started as a small child. Matter of fact, the choir director is now pastoring in Crownsville, Maryland. His name is Weldon Johnson. But they were the ones that brought me up. Beautiful song. There is a fountain filled with blood.
Nice.
Drawn from Emmanuel's veins.
Nice.
When sinners plunge beneath that blood, they lose all their guilty stain. The little kids I was one of those kids that they said, you're going to get up and you're going to be to Sunday school.
Wow.
And that was the 11th commandment.
Wow.
And man,
you were just a little kid.
Just a little kid.
So here's two gentlemen here that have been involved in church and are still passionate about it.
Yep.
From a young age.
Why, the way his eyes light up, I get it.
Wow.
I get it because I was a product of a youth department and a choir, little kids. That's what started this in me. It started a foundation that even when I took that, what we call a flash break, one of them are. You know what I mean?
It happened.
We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to testify.
That's another show.
No.
But even when I had those seasons of my life, there was always this still voice from the Gospels that would speak to my life.
That was instilled in you.
It was in me. The Bible says it well.
Train up a
child in the way it should go, and it was over, not depart. What doesn't depart is the truth of the Holy Spirit. See, when some people hear that verse, they think about the child will not depart. Oh, we human beings will get off the path, but the Spirit of the living God, the Holy Spirit, is dwelling in there, veering us back.
Wow,
that's the hope of the gospel.
You know what, Pastor Ivy, back in the day, I used to love to go to youth group because it was fun. And our youth like to come to the youth group because it's fun. Little do they know, there's a foundation. There's a footing being put in, the stonework's being put in.
Seeds.
And they will build on it later.
Yes, indeed.
So,
and remember it. Just listening to you. You've been there a long time. I've heard you say it before. You went there as a kid, and you were impacted at such a young age.
At a young age. So when he was talking about being Methodist, just I have that in me. I have a little joke. I say I'm a Methodist Baptist Pentecostal Apostolic God loving believer.
Outstanding.
It took a little bit of all that to bring me in, but this that you're doing with the youth, and today, to tell you the truth, you go from the youth that you're touching to those that now have hit the streets and their lives have gotten captured. We don't want to give up on any of them.
Right.
He's catching them while they're young, and we're got a net out there trying to get them as they're older, after they have gotten away. But many of the people that are out there on the drugs, that are out there on the street, that inner voice of God is speaking to them still. It's all not just darkness, folks that people that you don't want to deal with. God is doing some things, man.
Wow.
That's a true rehab right there.
Now, we've only got a couple more minutes left, so I appreciate both of you being here. I hope you got your time in other words. Is there any parting things either one of you want to say? I've got about 2 minutes left to spare.
Well, it's an honor to meet this gentleman. I've heard him on the radio for years, on talk radio, when people are discussing, some issues.
He has a commanding voice.
Yeah, but he calls in and he brings faith-based common sense to the issue.
And it's applicable.
And we need
what
that.
he says.
We need that in today's world. So, we live in a world where everybody's a little aggravated all the time. So
they are.
I've heard Pastor Ivory for years, and it's a pleasure to meet him.
Jim, I would like to close out in saying this. We live in interesting times. We live in a cyber world, and we've got all kinds of things at our hands.
Right.
Use them for the kingdom.
Correct.
Let everything that God has put inside of you, every creative ability, let it be used and maximized for the kingdom. Man, I'm telling you, this is what we're doing. Shortly, then, another thing, Jim, I'm right now doing internet counseling globally, all over the world.
Wow, really?
It started out with me. I was referred to by counselors. They said, talk to them. This guy is good, and it snowballed into an entire.
You mean just like over an iPad or your computer or something?
Over the computer. I actually have a studio set up, not as good as this, but I have a studio set up, and I counsel people from Austria,
like one-on-one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And and I'm getting counselors that are all over America, that many of them have people that they said, well, you need to talk to him. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing. I cannot express to you. I never dreamed that it would grow to what it has, but it has really grown. I'm really, really blessed.
Wow. Well, good. Well, very good. So I'm going to say thank you to you both.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
and I've got a couple more things to do and wrap up. And I've enjoyed having you on. I appreciate your friendships.
Yep.
And I appreciate your witness.
I'm thinking of popping up Saturday, man. I may be out there Saturday with a couple of my boys.
Yeah. We're going to be there every Saturday, so we have a lot of fun.
I'll probably join you next Saturday. Since
good. We'll have the reminders.
Yeah.
Should be a good time.
So nice. All right. So nice meeting you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to finish.
All right, Jim.
Thank you, my friend. You can either leave or hang out or whatever you want to do. All right, so Jim Weller here. We're in the last few minutes of this show number 327. It has been a good morning, a very good morning. So good things are happening, and we want to thank you. Do not forget to visit the live nativity on the Circle in Georgetown every evening. Also want to brag on one of my sponsors. It's Integrity Pest Solutions. My friend Keith Ruark. He takes care of our pest control at my house, at my business, here at the complex, the Weller complex. He takes care of things here also. So if you've got mice all of a sudden and you didn't have them, or you've got some kind of pest solution or a pest problem and you need a solution, this guy is good at what he does. He's a one-man band. So when you call him, you're going to get him. When you get your free estimate, you're going to get him. You're going to get a lot of information from him. He's very thorough. He's very knowledgeable. His prices are fair. He's honest, and I like him. And estimates are free. So if you've got any kind of a pest problem, you give Keith a call. He will come out. You don't want him to just give you a price over the phone. You want him to look at what you got. No obligation. So his phone number is 302-858-8629. That's 302-858-8629. His name is Keith Ruark, and it's Integrity Pest Solutions. I like him. I recommend him. You will like him. He will do a good job for you. Okay? One more thing I wanted to tell you about. It's the time of year that, we hear about things, and we hear about house fires. And I did not realize this is something that's in a lot of homes that is... I didn't realize it. I was reading a statistic. There's over 10,000 house fires a year caused by dryer vents. And you need to have your dryer vent cleaned. And, I never really thought about that, So anyway, if you want somebody to clean your dryer vent, this is a sponsor segment. His name is Andrew Thornley. You've heard me talk about him for Soft Wash Solutions. But, he also cleans out dryer vent cleaning. It actually is less strain on your dryer if it's venting properly. Your clothes will dry faster, so naturally you will have an energy savings, okay? Cleaning start at the lint trap. So he starts right at the lint trap of the dryer, all the way through your, the whatever ductwork you have that your dryer vent goes to, all the way to the outside of the house. He cleans it all out. It's anywhere from $125 to $250, depending on how long it is or how much work it is. Estimates are free, and he doesn't give them to you over the phone. He comes out and gives you an estimate in person. All of Kent and Sussex County, get yours done at least once a year. So I had this done before, and it really did make a difference. So if your dryer's not drying like it used to, if you just want to make sure it's not clogged up and prevent any possibility of a fire there, or at least reduce the chances, give Andrew a call. Here's his phone number. It's 302-228-3751. That's 302-228-3751. Andrew Thornley, and he owns Soft Wash Solutions, and he also does cleaning of dryer vents. I'm a little tired today. This show has been action-packed. We did some talking. We had some good times. I wanted to tell you Marilyn's Cheer Center Cafe is not open today. She'll be open again Tuesday. But next Saturday morning, the reminders are going to be there live in person, and we're inviting you to come out and enjoy the breakfast buffet and just have a good time with us. That'll be my last show before Christmas. So we'd like you to stop by, pick up a calendar, and just fellowship with us a little bit. So next Saturday, Weller Does Delmarva will be live at Maryland's Cheer Center Cafe inside the Georgetown Cheer Center. And if you want to go there for lunch sometime this week, she's open from Tuesday through Friday right there in the Cheer Center. And if you want free delivery in the Georgetown area, the phone number is 854-2880. Marilyn's food is fantastic. She has specials every day. Like her Facebook page, and you'll see them pop right up there. If you ever want to advertise or be on my show, I do have some new opportunities coming up the first of the year. If you'd like to get on, I'd love to talk to you. Just give me a call at 542-9157. 542-9157. Thank you, Kate, back at the studio for helping out. And for all my Delaware 105.9 audience and everybody, TV Delmarva, Facebook, all of you, thank you. And have a good, safe day and a good weekend. In the Huddle with Coach Muddle was coming up next. I've got to get out of there on TV Delmarva. That's right, on Facebook or tvdelmarva.com or wherever. So anyway, check that out. I hear the music. We are ending the show on the radio. God bless you. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.
The preceding program was a paid commercial presentation.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from TV Delmarva.
Jim Weller here talking to you about sheds, Amish-made sheds, many shapes and styles and colors, with vinyl siding, with brick on the front, whatever you may need. We've got a great selection. We've got the best prices around. They include delivery. We also sell chicken coops, dog